Hey guys, if you guys need your dominations, 12-0s, evos, anything to do with online or offline grinding, be sure to hit up Rose NBA on Twitter. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% legit and 100% reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys episode number 1 of a brand new series that I'm going to be doing here on my channel. It is going to be the My Team Would You Rather, Would You Rather My Team edition. Okay, let's get that right. But basically what this is going to be is I'm actually going to tweet out probably once a week. I could see this coming out every Sunday for you guys. That every single Sunday I'm going to tweet out something that, as you guys can see on the screen, where basically I'm going to say, you know, comment down 2 players, 2 coaches, 2 playbooks, basically two of anything, you know what I mean, in the game, and I will obviously, you know, pick what I think is better and stuff like that. Now, what I'm saying in this video, like what I'm going to clarify right now, is that what I decide, you know, which one I would rather use necessarily may not be the best option completely. But what I'm going to be doing is one for current gen and one for next gen. It's going to make this a little bit easier. I already did tweet this out, as you guys can see the tweet underneath this one, that I know Ty does something similar in the start bench cut series. But again, I wanted to do something original. I've wanted to do this for a while. I just have been kind of hesitant on it. I don't know why, but this is going to be episode number 1. So if you guys do enjoy the series, do me a favor and leave a like on it. Let's try to hit 300 likes, and I will bring this to you guys every single Sunday. So let's get into it. First up, from the lovely bio report, we have Pink Diamond KD or Pink Diamond Bird. Now, the thing is, for me, I like playing on next gen, so every single choice that I'm going to say, we're going to start off with next gen. On next gen, I 100% would rather have Larry Bird. The reason why, KD has a really long load up time on next gen. I don't know why. It's just when he catches the ball, it seems like his release is a little bit slow. So honestly, if we're talking about next gen, I'm 100% going to be going with Larry Bird. Now, even on current gen, KD is still really good, but I think I still have to give it to Larry Bird. The reason why is the Pink Diamond Larry Bird gets some of the best defensive animations in this game. He just jumps a lot of passing lanes, and honestly, he has one of the best knockdown jump shots in this game. So whether it is current gen or next gen, it is super easy to green with him. He's got the defense, and if we're being honest, if anybody has used this Larry Bird, they know that Larry Bird snags in this game. I don't know why, but this man is on the glass 24/7. Next up, we do have Galaxy Opal Tracy McGrady, and we have Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler. Now, this is going to be a tough one because for me, Jimmy Butler is one of my favorite players ever, and T-Mac is one of my favorite players ever to use in 2K. So, honestly, if we're talking about next gen, immediately I got to go with my boy T-Mac. Reason why is T-Mac is he's just knocked down, you know what I mean? My man plays good defense, but I mean, he is knocked down. I mean, he literally knocks down everything you need him to. He's got really good dunk animations as well. Now, talking about current gen, I'm still gonna have to give the advantage to my guy T-Mac. The reason why is T-Mac on current gen, with the whole speed boost glitch thing, he has that release that is virtually perfect for you to be able to, you know, speed around somebody, stop really quick, and pop that shot and green it. Again, T-Mac has one of the best releases every single year in my team. Now, the thing is, if you need defense, I would take Jimmy Butler. If you need a good defender and you're looking for a shooting guard and you're okay, I need defense on my team. Say you know, you already had other guys on your team that you run your offense through, Jimmy Butler may be the move, but for me, I gotta go with my boy T-Mac. Next up, we actually are going to be talking about Pink Diamond Glitched Kyrie Irving and Galaxy Opal Gary Payton. Now, this one is a tough one. I'm not going to lie. I actually sat here for a minute and had a debate between these two. Reason why. On next gen, I actually have to give the advantage to Pink Diamond Kyrie Irving. The reason why is next gen has that style of the gameplay where you can literally score with ease, and Kyrie Irving's glitch card gives you basically everything you would need. He has really good dribble sigs, he can get open really easily, and he has one of those releases that you can step back in green 24/7. Yes, I know that's a voice crack. We ain't even gonna talk about it, but anyway, Kyrie Irving for me definitely gets the advantage on next gen. However, if we are talking about current gen, I gotta go with Gary Payton. Gary Payton, with the way that Heart Crusher works on current gen, Gary Payton definitely has the advantage there, where he plays that clamp up defense, especially if you're on a press and Gary Payton is just running up to you immediately and getting those bump steals. He'll heart crush your entire team before you even know what happened. So next gen, I gotta go with Kyrie Irving, but current gen, definitely Gary Payton. This one is actually pretty interesting as well. So we have Galaxy Opal Hakeem Olajuwon and Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis. This Hakeem definitely kind of came out of nowhere. And honestly, he's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He's a pretty good center in this game. So if we're talking about current gen, with the way the gameplay is, I got to go with AD. I think I still have to go with AD. The reason why is because AD just... Hakeem is great. Like, Hakeem is so good defensively, but AD gets some of the most wild animations I have seen in this game. If I'm being honest with you, like, when I say wild, like, Hakeem gets really good block animations. You know what I mean? Like, Hakeem always is like that lockdown defender in the post. But, like, if anybody's played up against this AD, like, you guys know that this dude will be like, okay, I had an analogy and I can't finish it because, like, I don't really swear in my videos anymore. So what I was going to say was my man was up getting a hot dog and he's going to jump and smack the ball and it's going to go way over there. We're just going to leave it at that. So if we're going next gen, I got to give the advantage to AD. Now, even talking about current gen, I think I still have to give the advantage to AD. The reason why is just, like, Hakeem is good. But I feel like AD has the speed advantage, even though, like, I don't even know if Hakeem might have, like, more speed on his card. But if I'm being completely honest, like, I honestly think that AD just plays a little bit faster. And I think that is what's going to give him an advantage in this game. I'm actually checking really quick on 2K right now about who has what. So Hakeem actually has 86 speed and AD has 87. So it may be by one, but AD does play a little bit faster in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and say Opal AD. This one between Glitch Kyrie and Oscar, I'm going to say it's Kyrie for both ways, like current gen and next gen. The only reason why I would say to pick Oscar if, you know, you didn't really want to use Kyrie is if you needed more defense. Now, Kyrie, obviously, because he's a glitch card, he can play defense, but, like, Big O has the size advantage, so that might actually help you out when it comes to, like, paint defense and stuff like that. Glenn Rice and Eddie Jones, this one is a super easy decision in my opinion as well. I'm going Eddie Jones both times. I know he's like a little bit outdated compared to Glenn Rice, but with the way that like Eddie Jones plays, he's literally a budget version of Kobe. He has Hall of Fame quick first step, so I'm going to go with Eddie Jones for both as well. This one is interesting. So we do have Opal Mikhail or Opal Hakeem. Now, honestly, you guys know how I am and you guys know how I feel about Unlimited. Mikhail is a really good card, but to be honest with you, Unlimited is not worth the stress at all. I mean, I'm in the pink diamond tier right now and I really don't even want to continue playing. So if I honestly had to tell you guys, I'm going with Hakeem both ways anyway. The reason why is he is a card that can play with some of the best defense in the game, whether it's on the perimeter or in the paint. But on top of that, his release is super quick and he has like range. So, I mean, you got to go with Hakeem. That doesn't mean that Kevin McHale is not good. Like I said in the beginning of this video, doesn't necessarily mean that Hakeem is better. I'm just going to have to go with Hakeem just based on the fact that you can buy one and the other one, you have to like torture yourself to get it. Pink Diamond Cousins and Pink Diamond Kristaps. This is a little bit of a hard one for me because I actually really like Cousins. I do use Kristaps as my backup center though now over Cousins, and there is a reason why, but if we are talking about current gen, I think I have to give the advantage to Boogie. Or not Boogie, I'm sorry. I think I have to give the advantage to Kristaps. Kristaps just on current gen kind of fits the overall play style of current gen, I think, a little bit more. Just based on the way the card plays. Now, next gen, it is kind of, you know, either way. You do have Boogie that can, you know, he's super fast. He plays great defense. He's got one of the best releases in this game, in my opinion, for big men. But Kristaps does get range and like on Hall of Fame and does have like sharp takeover. So, I mean, I think I honestly have to give the advantage to Kristaps on both ways, which does suck because I like Boogie, but I got to go with Kristaps. I actually like this one. So we actually have Diamond J.R. Smith or Diamond Rudy Fernandez. Now this is going to be this is going to be pretty interesting here. Actually, no. I'm going to keep it nice and short and simple when it comes to these two. If we're talking about next gen, 100% J.R. Smith. If we're talking about current gen, I'm going Rudy Fernandez. They both just have a certain way that they play, and I think honestly they both have their own advantages when it comes to each gen. So again, next gen, JR, current gen, Rudy. This one's going to be one of the only ones I think we have for coaches, but we do have Mike Malone or Frank Vogel. Now, Mike Malone is really good, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really have never switched off of my my coaches before. The reason why is because, like, Frank Vogel has been so good for me. So, honestly, I mean, I'm just taking a look at their prices really quick right now because I think that's going to determine what I think you guys should do. So, honestly, judging by the prices right now, I think I'm gonna have to say, okay, Frank Vogel is a little bit more expensive, but honestly, I think I'm gonna have to still go with Frank Vogel. He is a little bit more expensive, but he does kind of provide a little bit better boost for your players. So I'm gonna say Frank Vogel. Literally, Cam and Paul George are the exact same player. So like, if you don't have Cam already, I would just get Paul George. And if like you have Cam and you don't want to like, you know, waste your MT for Paul George, like just use Cam. They're like the same thing. Kemba and Isaiah Thomas is pretty interesting, but in both ways, between current gen and next gen, I'm going with Isaiah Thomas. Solely to the fact that Kemba doesn't have clamps. And like, I know on next gen you can get away with not having clamps, but I would still much rather have it versus not having it. Plus, IT has a super easy release to green, and like, let's be honest, like a glitched Isaiah Thomas is like really fun to use anyway. So I gotta go with IT 100%. This one is actually really interesting. So we do have Dino or Wayne Embry. Now he did say current gen, but I'm gonna obviously talk about both still. If we are talking about current gen though, I'm gonna go with Dino. I think I'm honestly gonna go with Dino both ways. The reason why is like Embry was so annoying to get out of the vault that like I was already kind of turned off on the idea of Wayne Embry being on my team anyway. And like, if I'm being honest, Dino's release, like at first for me, I couldn't green with him, but once I got it down, like he's kind of cracked. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He's got that like demigod sort of player model. So he's got a lot of reach when it comes to blocks. He can get you a lot of passing lane steals. He gets you a lot of steals in general. He can shoot the ball. I mean, and he's a glitched amethyst. So it's like, even like his tier rating is gonna kind of help you out in Unlimited, maybe even getting some easier matchups. So I think overall, I'm 100% gonna have to go with Dino. It's gonna be the final one of the video though, because there is 3 different things. Jamison or TMac. Again, this one is a little bit tough. The only really way you can compare them is if you're going to run them at the 3. Obviously, because to me, Jamison is better at the 4 and T-Mac is better at the 2. So like, if you're going to just try to compare which one you're going to run at the 3, depending on the rest of your team, like this is kind of tough for me, but I honestly would say current gen, I would run probably T-Mac, and next gen, I would run Jamison if we're talking about at the 3. So yeah, next gen, Jamison, current gen, T-Mac. Then you said Nick Nurse or Boldenhoser. Probably Nick Nurse. I know he's like, I mean, I really wouldn't get either. If I'm being completely honest with you, I wouldn't get either. But if I had to pick one, I would still probably go with Nick Nurse. I know he's a lot more expensive, but Boldenhoser's not really that good as a coach. So like, I really wouldn't even bother that. And then he said he didn't have playbooks. I thought he did. My bad. I actually want to go ahead and include one more here. It is the Bucks playbook or the 12-13 Heat playbook. Both gens, I'm going to be saying the 2013 Miami Heat playbook. The reason why is you actually have like 5 different freelances that give you 5 outs already. So having a 3-point playbook could come in handy. I mean, obviously if you're running up against somebody that knows what they're doing, you're not really going to be able to run it, but I would much rather have the choice of a 3-point play or a 5-out rather than having a 5-out playbook with freelances that already 5-out as well. You know what I'm saying? So really there's no point of having, there's no point of having a playbook just to 5-out when you can already do it for free. I'm actually going to go ahead and just speed run these really quick because you guys just like flooded the freaking DM, or not the DMs, but like you flooded the noties with these. So let's see, Big O or Ben Gordon. I think again, Ben Gordon on next gen, 100% Big O for current gen. You have Terry and T-Mac. I'm going T-Mac on both just because screw Terry. Freaking dude doesn't want to come out of my vault. So yeah, no, literally he can piss off. Hakeem and T-Mac. Okay, I don't even know what that one was. Okay, you're gonna have to. Okay, Diamond Zion or Melo. Zion 100% on current gen, and then I would say Melo for next gen. Kendrick Perkins or Elton Brand. Okay, this is gonna be the final one right here. So, Kristaps or Bill Russell. I think honestly, I'm gonna have to say Kristaps for next gen and Bill for current gen. I think that's probably the best, way you can kind of go about it. Frank Vogel or D'Antoni. Frank Vogel is basically a budget version of D'Antoni. If you can get D'Antoni as like a sniper or whatever, obviously get him. But Frank Vogel is still like the best valued coach in this game, in my opinion. And then we actually already talked about the Bucks playbook versus the Heat playbook. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Heat playbook. Either way though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys want to see more of these, do me a favor and leave a like. The link to my Twitter is in the description down below. So the next time I tweet this out, feel free to, join up and hopefully get featured in the video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, Peace.